Our final just moments away here at Clearwater, the Miller Lite AVP Tour on Fox. For more on the conditions, getting set for the big match, here's Craig Hummer. Scott Akatubby, Corona Del Mar's finest, Brian Lewis against Kent Steffes and Jose Loyola, looking for the trifecta 3 in a row as Ak gets ready at the net.
They start on the bad side. They can get a couple points here with the momentum, get the good side, we'll see what happens. Brian Lewis back to serve.
Louis will serve. There's his season's last and this. Third final in a row. And Louis may be the best server out here.
Right.
He was awesome earlier in the day to get to this point.
The good thing about Louis is he can serve the bombs from the bad side because he's got such a whippy arm swing. I mean, he'll still put some speed on the ball. All the guys kind of cut it around. Louis can go back there and bomb even from the bad side.
A lot of number ones in that resume for Kent Steffes, certainly. #1 rated player in the world. They have an opportunity to go up 1-0. Up and down, and it's 1-0 early, Loyola and Steffes.
Very, very important to get off to a good start for Ak and Louis. Build some confidence. If you let the confidence go to Loyola and Steffes, you're immediately in huge trouble.
They had a chance last week, late in that game at Riviera Beach, but just made some mistakes on the good side there. Good get there by Steffes. Good but low set that time by Loyola. A chance for Ak. Watch him bomb. Oh, open over. That's a good shot because Loyola was dug in for the cross court.
Good shot. I would like to start off with a little bit more hammer time. Get up there and start hammering the ball. Put them on the defense. You go around and you start shooting the ball, they're going to be ready to move.
14 years as a pro, 14 wins for Scott Akatubby.
One of the best talents on tour right now, and has been for quite a long time.
In fact, Karch Kirai may wind up with Scott Akatubby when he comes back. Although these two, if you win, you keep playing together. Speaking of Karch, we did talk to him right before the match.
Yes,
as we look at Loyola, and Karch was kind enough to give us a call. Says he should be back in May, one of the Texas sites. He wants Dallas, but it might be the one after that.
He'll come back when he's good and ready. And he's starting to play some. There's a big block by Steffes.
Huge block by Kent Steffes.
Speaking of Karch, ex-partner Kent Steffes.
And Steffes, an ex-partner of yours to win here in Clearwater.
Watch the left hand. Not really penetrating net, but had good extension, follows through 2-0. Loyola back to serve.
And it'll be a side out on the service error to Brian Lewis. And we mentioned Loyola and Steffes. Fatigue, not a factor whatsoever. We've seen some blistering days here in Clearwater before, not today.
This is a coaster. This is very easy. 75 degrees out.
There it is! Right down the middle. He's leading the BMW Motorcycle Ultimate Player Challenge because of serves like this.
Here it is right here, the vulnerable positions right here. Louis sees him, goes right after it. Inside out, right husband, wife, down the middle, and just misses another one.
Honed that serve down at China Cove in Corona Del Mar. Louis' numbers, most of those aces have come before the final. Come final time, he hasn't been able to put up quite those numbers. The joust won by Loyola, and that's tough because Ak's one of the strongest guys out here.
There's no doubt about it. It all started with, here's the joust right here, right on the net. Loyola's got two hands, Ak has one. You're going to lose that every time.
Steffes will serve, leading 3-1 in our final.
Great
AVP Miller Lite Tour.
Great serve right down the line. Goes right back at it. Louis with a good pass.
Swing. Steffes there. Great play. Louis again. That's going to be difficult, but not impossible. Steffes over. Ak's there. Great play. Can they get it? Swing Ak. Oh, no. They're going to make a call.
And that's a good call. Louis went for it with his hands, 20 feet off the net, throws it up there, leaves a couple of fingers in that ball. Good call by Jeff Jordan.
A great call, the right call. It's 4-1. We're back with more Clearwater after this. No doubt who she's rooting for, Hob.
Loyola, there's not enough room on there for Steffes.
The Doubletree Resort Surfside. Those are Tim Hovland fans there.
Only in Clearwater. Energy is high.
Back to the action. 4-1. Steffes and Loyola now on the bad side. Wind in the face of Brian Lewis, who's swinging right there. Good up by Kent, but Louis goes up and over. Great play by Brian Lewis.
Louis coming out, bombing that ball. I love to see that. Don't shoot the ball, come back and hammer, because you have to establish that you're the man right now. You're down 4-1. Don't get apprehensive. Go there and bomb. Shoot from the hip.
Ack will serve, and he may not be 100% as you see our swatch time. We'll get to Ack's injury in a moment. Steffes up and over Brian Lewis.
He can really hammer that line over and over and over again. Just a high, snappy, deep in the corner, tough to get.
Loyola serving at 4-1. We are live here at Clearwater, Florida. Middle of that AVP final. Louis, will the third time be the charm for them? Their nemesis across the net in Steffes and Loyola.
You know, sometimes you come out of playing in the finals of the winners bracket and you have the momentum. They're starting off good. Jose and Kent are siding out great, serving the ball good. You come out of the tent, you might be a little apprehensive. They got to get warm. They're into the flow right now.
They were hoping for the win to get some rest today. Out of the winners bracket for the first time this year. That was straight down, never went. Never went. Point, Lewis and Akatobi.
They got the crowd behind them too.
Oh, they do too, and Louis playing to the crowd. Boy, the big phone booth block up there for Ack. Never went though for Jose.
But you still claim it. Even if it didn't cross the net, you go, yeah, I got it. That was my ball.
Ack again up. That's a great angle by Steffes. Didn't have much room to operate her either, because that set was going towards the net. We're having some minor problems ourselves up here, losing all of our pictures. Lewis, that's off the net. He'll swing anyway. Can Loyola get there? That's great hustle, good digging, but unable to pancake that one up. And once again, the serve will go back to Scott Akatobi. I'll talk about his ankle now, because he hurt it during the week.
Right. Well, he's practicing some practice games down to 16th Street. A couple guys came down at it a couple different times. A little bit bruised. Not that bad. No, he's ready to play. No excuses there.
No excuses for Ack. He says, I'm ready to go. There you see the fresh coif, the tightly cut salad.
Oh, yeah. My hair's perfect.
That's a try by Loyola down the line on the bad side. We're at 4-2. Our score. Brian Lewis down by 2.
As you said earlier, Louis got to come out and serve the big jump serve in the finals when you most need the aces.
Louis won here before at Clearwater with Pat Powers a few years back. The block and the tool that time by Loyola off of Scott Akatobi. Side out Steffes.
He's got second here a few times too. He had a ball on the net one time. It's probably 3 or 4 years ago. Nobody up, and Karch dug him straight away. He should have put that away and would have won that match.
He's close.
Oh, so close. But no, son.
That's a great set. Better hands you won't find anywhere than Brian Lewis.
Oh yeah, both those two. Ack came in here and did a reverse set. I didn't never see this done. His belly's on the tape. Turns around and throws it straight up. I said,
where'd that come from?
How'd you do that?
Ack's got the tassels on the shorts too. He's broken out his Oscar De La Hoya Pernell Whitaker shorts. His boxing shorts, yeah.
Speaking about rip-offs.
Yeah, well, we didn't see it, but we heard.
Yeah. It's quite interesting.
It's this close to wrestling, folks, professional boxing. Maybe it is. It's one and the same. Loyola to serve. Louis will get a swing. Nice power, back line. Brian Lewis.
That's the way to keep the ball in front of you. See the open middle and give it some heat down the middle.
5 career open wins for Louis. 6'1", 185. Played a little indoor at OCC, Orange Coast College.
OCC.
Say it, repeat it. Steffes up. Open. God, he's got so many good shots. I just marvel all the time at him.
The line shot's impossible to stop. The ball's in the net like that. He's got a great extension up and over. Even Ack, Ack's 6'5", but you can't touch that.
It's the change of pace, too, for Steffes. He'll power it when he has to, but he'll take it off also to conserve and, of course, to get it in the court.
No, ball's out of bounds. Good eye.
Yeah, Steffes wanted it.
Feather with the call on the line. He says he was right there. Here it is. Down over Louis' shoulder. He says, no, let it go. Just out. What's your call, Billy Mack?
Oh, that's out. No McEnroe this time.
There you go.
Steffes again over on 2 and says, all right, Jose, put her up there for me. Give me an option.
Little side out string here.
Nobody manages his money better than that guy right there. First thing in the morning, boom, financial page.
Still in school.
Jose helping him make a lot more money, too. Ack, up, over, out.
Little mistakes like that.
Big points.
In the game, yeah, on the good side. I really want to see him get up there and start pounding the ball. The ball was near the net. Good hittable position. Tried to baby too much. 5-2.
This crowd anxious for Akatubby and Lewis to get back in the game. It's tough to have the crowd go for you when you're on top, like Steffes and Loyola. Up and over by Louis.
Nice, smart shot. The main thing that Louis has to do is bomb his jump serve. They both have to. Not too many errors. Put the pressure back on Jose and Kent. See what happens.
These two won last year in West Michigan and in San Diego. I'm speaking of Akatubby and Lewis.
Here we go.
In 96. Pushed out just like Kent wanted it and put it down. That's a nice set by Jose Loyola.
And Kent's putting the ball away, but Jose's really improved his setting. He straightens his legs out. He gets his shoulder squared away, puts the ball in a hittable position every time. That's the key to success when you're siding out.
Last week after the match, Kent said, I just rode the coattails of that gentleman right there, Jose Loyola, who he credited with the victory last week at Riviera Beach.
That's when you know you're a great team. If one guy can carry it and then one guy stumbles, the other guy picks you up, that's the sign of a great ball team.
I'm just riding the tails of Hob right now.
Oh, Billy Mack.
Come on, Louis.
High pass there.
Pound City, Jose Loyola. So Ack and Louis looking for a flow here, down 2-5.
Jose back to serve. Elevation is Jose's middle name. Kaboom. Up and down.
Straight down.
Straight down. See you later.
See if Ack can return the favor. Just off, perfect. Cross court, open real estate for Scott Akatubby.
Match the ping with the ping. It's a little give and take game. You get hit, you can hit back.
Out of Hermosa Beach, Scott Akatubby.
16th Street, he is the mayor down there. He's been there forever. They love him in Hermosa.
14 years a pro, as mentioned before.
Fight! Come on, Louis!
Louis, good hustle. By the way, who's the current mayor down at Marine Street?
I'm still keeping mayor status down there.
You're still down there?
Oh,
You're still calling the shots?
Well, Fanoy's trying to get in on the action. He's trying to muscle his way in, but I'm holding him off just barely. In MD, of course.
Dodd and Whitmarsh. A little disappointing finish for them.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit. You know, they were talking earlier, it's the wind down here, the jump serve. They can get you 5, 6, up to 8 aces. You know, they don't have a real strong serving team. Great blocking team. Great up by Steffes.
That's a great up by Kent. Loyola getting a little wet too. Oh, no, it's going to work for him. Off the net. Sometimes you got to be lucky and good. And that's exactly what Steffes was there. Great up by both. And then right off the tape for a 6-2 lead.
Watch this, lays it out. Loyola in the dirt, throws it back up. He plans this shot off the tape and down. Like you said, better lucky than good sometimes.
They're in great shape right now, Hob.
yeah.
Up 6-2 on the bad side. Ack and Louis in a little bit of trouble, and they know it.
Well, the pressure right now is immense on Ack and Louis. They know they have to get 2 points right here, or they're going to face the wrath of the Steffes Jose jump serve follies.
And the train. We talked about the injuries to some of the big names. Hob take it because a lot are due back soon.
Due back, Karch probably in Dallas. He'll be back. Adam Johnson, I want a doctor's note from Adam. He's been gone a little bit too long with his growing injury.
And a phone call too, AJ. Give us an update.
Hey, get back on the horse. You fell off. It's time to play. Rob Heiger, knee, back in Miami. He's looking good. Brent Frohoff. Who knows about Brent? He's been kind of in and out. He needs to come back and get back on the train. And it's time for everybody to get back so we have a full squad for the AVP Tour.
Longtime partner Scott Akatubby, Brent Frohoff, and a favorite of many of you. Big hit that time. Louis is not holding anything back.
Hey, you're in the finals now. This is another step above. You're at the ultimate level. Come out here and bomb, do what you have to do, get that victory. Nothing worse if you lose 3 in a row, the same people. You start talking to yourself, and oh my God, not that again.
Louis, the signals where he wants Ack to go, where he's going to block. Ack was there, a little too much heat from Loyola.
Well, right now, they're not really serving that difficult. They're passing the ball on the dime. If these guys pass the ball and they get the good set, it's almost impossible to stop them. They've got to get them out of their rhythm, start serving short, deep, in the middle someplace. Get them out of rhythm.
Louis angle, Loyola's going to be there. Can Steffes get it up? Yes, but out. A lifted ball, so the side out will go to Lewis and Akatubby. Steffes and Curie won here last year, so Kent looking for 2 in a row.
A little dink shot. Kind of a bad set by Steffes. Loyola can't control it. Louis back to serve, and the crowd saying, let's get something going here.
Brian Lewis. Big time.
That's the serve we're talking about.
Great dig. Great dig. Can Ack convert? Yes! Oh. Big time dig by Scott Akatubby, and the crowd finally gets involved.
It all started with a tough serve. Kind of gets him out of position. Steffes go up. Good drop by Ack. Watch this set on the net. Coming at you hard. Cross court. Right at you. Nice.
Right at you. Right. Great shot. This is the Miller Lite AVP Tour on Fox. Hope you're enjoying it coast to coast, across the country. We will be in Fort Myers next week. So all you folks, get ready to rumble.
Fox attitude.
Right now, 6-3. Steffes serving and leading with Jose Loyola. Right back at Ack.
Yeah, a little bit tight.
There's a net, and it's on Loyola.
Great body control by Ack to stay out of the net too. The ball was a little bit tight on the net. Watch Ack holding on. God, does Loyola get up? He's got his armpits up above over the net.
This is a dream come true to come to this beach if you're a jumper. A jumper's beach, leapers beach.
Leapers. And jump servers.
Once again, the tape, but the great play by Ack. Swing! Whoa. And they get to that they badly needed. And they're back within a couple. We're at Clearwater, the final, and it's 6-4. Steffes and Loyola looking for 3 in a row. The number 1 and 3 seeds. The number 1 seeds right now on top by 2, but it's Scott Akatubby rather to serve. Oh, just out. What Ack and Louis need here, you were mentioning it during the break, 3 points on this side, and I think a couple of big blocks.
They take 2, they take 1, but they can't give up all 5, I'll tell you that. Even though the wind has died a little bit from this afternoon, it has died down a little bit, so it's not quite as powerful, but it's still in there.
Ack, good cut.
It seems that they've calmed down a little bit. They were a little off before. They got a good little rhythm going right now. Louis got his jump serve going. Let's see what he can do from the bad side.
Is he going to bomb it from back here, even on the bad side?
I think he can do more of a cut shot, take a little something off it, or come down the middle. I'll give you 2 options. He goes in either one.
Pushed up, that's very close, a chance, and converted. So Loyola trying a little bit too hard to give Kent Steffes a good set on the net, and it hurt him.
Actually, that was an open hand dink by Steffes. That should have been called from the start. As he came in with that open hand, you got to have your hand closed when you attack the ball. They got the point anyway, 5-6.
5-6, Brian Lewis. See if he whips one into shape here.
Going more at Steffes.
Go, Louis! Come on, let's do it again.
Brian unable to get the motor running after the touch by Scott Akatubby. And now Kent will go back and serve it, leading by 1.
They've been going to Louis 12 times compared to 3 times to Akatubby. So they're trying to concentrate on Louis right now.
Swallows. Mistake, I got it. You take it right in the middle. Take a look at each other and freeze. The ace by Kent Steffes.
Here it is right here. Right down the middle, the vulnerable spots. Watch Steffes pick it out. Hit my line, say, there's a .75.
Whose ball is that?
That's Louis' ball.
That's tight. And in.
You know, the hardest thing to do is take the middle. When Steffes is serving from that side, it should be axe ball, but that was right at Louis. He just stepped away from the ball. Sometimes that happens. Hopefully not that often.
All right, where's Ack going here?
Ack can tell me right now, I would go back to Steffes. He had a little bit of success and see what he does.
That's what he did. Lewis is at the net. Ack read him like a comic book. Can he do it again? No, up and over the retreating Brian Lewis.
A good drop right there. He had his hands up. He could have cradled the ball a little bit more. Steffes a little bit too much power. Side out.
The middle of our Miller Lite AVP final here in Clearwater. Jose Loyola leading by 2 now. Oh, another tough one, and that time.
That was a ping
pong.
Pinball wizard. Pinball wizard. Here it is again. Watch it right down the middle. The vulnerable spot, the spot you don't want it to go. Loyola really puts the ball down. Louis got almost a 6-pack there.
Yeah, a little disgraceful by his partner.
Facial disgraceful.
And a sand timeout.
We will be there. Good timeout. Jose loses his concentration, gives you a little break, puts it right in the middle of the net. Louis back to serve.
In fact, Hob, you're not even going home, are you?
No, I'm not.
Where are you headed?
I'm headed to Club Med Turquoise for a little summit meeting.
That's really too bad, isn't it?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm back to the hockey playoffs in Southern California and those mighty Ducks.
I like them Ducks.
Yeah, they're playing well.
Playoff time.
They're a little disappointed here. The Tampa Bay Lightning got edged out of a playoff spot just this weekend. Last night they were officially eliminated.
See you later. Start your golf clubs up. Your ice blades are put away, kids.
Ottawa got in. The Senators.
Oh boy. They gotta have something up there.
Yeah, first time they've ever gotten in. Same with the Ducks. Back to V-ball.
That's it.
Yes. Great dig, just out.
It's a game of inches sometimes. You know, that ball could have gone in. The other jump serve just barely missed. I mean, sometimes you're on a roll. Right now, it's a little bit give and take.
Digging in Akatabi and Lewis now.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Side out.
And the crowd trying to get them going. Loyola from the left side, right hand. Good pass. Steffes is up, challenging Lewis. Got a hand on it, but it's side out. Brian Lewis and Scott Akatabi still down by 3, trying to scratch and claw for at least 1 point on this, the bad side here in the final.
That's what they need. They got 1. They need 1 more point would be great. 9-6 they could live with. 8-7 they'd love.
And trying to turn the tables on Steffes and Loyola. Maybe they'll be the ones to come from behind and win the final this time. Loyola with some smoke.
Look how he jumps on that. That ball is set about probably 7 feet off the net. He came in too close. He jumped reverse angle backwards and still had probably jumped 30 inches.
Had you guys heard of Loyola before he came to the United States? Had you heard rumblings when he was down in Brazil, up and coming?
Yeah, it's just St. John was telling me about him. Then we played them first tournament. Nice side out. We played, myself and Dodd played him and Eugenio in their first tournament, and we handled them 15-10, but we knew right then it was going to be trouble. Watch this pass. That's how he has to pass. Low to the net. Nice little 2-set in the middle.
Great turn.
Cross. Cut back. Deep in the corner.
Just out, so they're missing, but going for it with the wind at their back. Akatabi and Lewis.
The clock could come into play now.
It could,
Only
yeah.
8-5, 3:10 left. There's a lot of good side-out volleyball going on. I thought there'd be more aces to this point, but they're starting to pass the ball pretty well. Inside out. Another bomb by Akatabi.
That was in and just in.
I think he touched the block,
I thought he did too, yeah. Steffes was trying to move away, saying that he wasn't, as always. That just has to be a touch.
That's a touch right there, and it's on the line. Well, you always say no touch. You got to get that habit. No touch.
Yeah, even if it's off your forehead.
Even if you leave your finger in the ball. No touch.
Louis Cranker out again, so a lot of missed serves by Lewis and Akatabi. 8-5. Swatch time, just over 3 minutes remaining.
4 missed serves for Louis, 4 for Akatabi. They're
8
tied in that department.
Something they don't want to be tied.
No.
At block. Jose, put up the wall, baby.
The Great Wall of Brazil brings that ball straight down. Watch the penetration here. Good hand movement. Lets him see the middle. Closes it off. 9-5.
Looking at change sides at 10-5. Steffes and Loyola.
Oh, come on, Jordan. Let that go.
Mishandled set. And that brings us to 10-5. That happened a couple of times last week to Louie and it really hurt him there, and it's probably gonna hurt him here. 10-5, back in a minute.
Let's ask the important question. Who is going to win this match, ladies? All right, I don't know if they've got a crystal ball, but we'll wait and see. Back to you.
Wow.
Hack Attack's always had a great following. You got to appreciate him.
Can Craig dance, though? He found 3 partners.
Craig wasn't shaking it up too much, was he?
Hey, folks at home, you can be part of this fun. The official sport of the summer, come out. One of the great tour stops. This tour will culminate in the Miller Lite AVP Tour Championships. Inland from here, Orlando, Florida, coming up on the 29th through 31st of August. But right now, the important thing, Steffes and Loyola up 10-5, but they've moved to the bad side. Need we say more? Louie and Ack need all 5 into the win, which isn't, as you mentioned, Hob, nearly as strong as it was when we started this game.
Now, it has definitely died down at exactly the wrong time when you're changing down 10-5. You want that win to kick up so you can kick your heels up and bang some balls, but see what Ack's got in his holster right here.
You got to get those 5 quickly, too, so the clock doesn't come into play. That's a chance for Louie. Now a bit of a free one. Can't try to hit back line, but there's one.
Louie showing some enthusiasm, going for the Ultimate Macho Award with a block in his aces. Shows why he's on top of the leaderboard.
He wants that BMW motorcycle at the end of the year. Louie will make the call. Ack, the crank to Steffes. Can't, a huge pound. You know, when he wants to, he can let it go.
After you block him, he comes back in with more aggressive. He's an aggressive player.
And that's good. That's what you like. So many guys come back for a touch
They come back for a cut shot, line shot. You block him, he'll come back and bomb one on you, just like he did.
That's the ultimate in confidence. Jose up in the jet stream, and that one's gone.
The Goodyear blimp took that one off, and Louie back to serves. Time for a deal up some cards right here.
The crowd chanting his name. Louie trying to eat it up. Great serve. Good up, though, by Kent. Right on top. Chance for a point. Ack, yes.
2 quick points, 7-10. And the momentum switch, you can feel it right now. Lots more confidence on the Lewis and Akatubby side.
And Steffes and Loyola know that the bullet's coming. They know how good Louie is with that serve.
But you get back on your heels and you really can't move. You got to be coming forward.
Another good one. Jose, Louie can't get there. Good shot, good call by the team of Steffes and Loyola.
As I was saying earlier, these guys look like they played together for years. They really communicate well. Steffes is a good shot caller. He knows where the players are. Good line call. Jose listens to him. Good execution.
For those of you new to Pro Beach Volleyball, Steffes and Loyola, a new partnership after Karch Karai down with shoulder surgery. This is tough, and it hurts. A great serve and a misplayed pass that time by Louie. They couldn't afford a mistake, and they got one there, and it's now 11-7.
Steffes, one of the best servers in the game, sees this wide open alley right here. Watch him wind up, takes a little something off it, right on the line. Louie doesn't move his feet. Bad pass, instant point.
Was he cheating too much off?
I think it was just a little too relaxed. He's got to move his feet, get and set up fundamental volleyball.
Now let's see how Lewis and Akatubby respond. We saw how Steffes responded a moment ago. That one's out, and Kent knows he should have served that in. Just serve it in after that mistake.
Steffes is a very smart volleyball player. He knows little quirks that you don't do and you do, and that was a mistake.
Let them think about it.
Make them get out of the hole that they're in.
All right, good.
Ack's there. Now can Louie hustle back? No.
That was a bad dig by Akatabi. He had all the time in the world. He saw the shot. He read it properly, but he didn't execute.
And you can see the frustration showing on Ak's body language and face. He was there. You were right.
He had two hands on the ball. Just didn't come through. Didn't lay it down. Bad break.
Loyola up by 4 points with 2:16 remaining in our final here at Clearwater. Brian up and over the top, so they'll get another opportunity at it. This crowd is ready to unleash some emotion.
They're a little pent up right now. A couple aces.
$100,000 prize money to be doled out to all of our finishers here this weekend. Boy, a little spinner that time. Clock out. Yes, Akatabi. Scott with the points, and it's 8-11.
Louis takes that off, little screwball. Steffes goes for the cross court. Ak says, the wall of Ak. Nice block. Louis firing up the crowd. Now we're starting some energy flowing here.
Here they come. Just out. Now the thing that you've got to remember about Loyola and Steffes, the word that comes to mind with them, composure.
Yes.
Incredible composure and resiliency too, but
they both won a lot of games, a lot of tournaments. Steffes comes up.
Oh, he's mad at himself. Look at him. He's fit to be tied. He can't believe he's making these mistakes.
Well, the crowd's kind of on him too.
And that might work on him. That might be the only thing that can work on him.
Outside influences, you've got to throw in, you got to get him out of his rhythm. He's a great player. You take him out of his environment, he's like everybody else.
Yeah, the other team may not cause as much of a problem as maybe the crowd will.
I don't know. He's the guy who shoots from his hip. He's okay corralled jump server. Either he's on, or right there is off.
Loyola, their lead still 3. Great serve. How can Louis handle it? Diving Loyola. Steffes up. Will he get a swing? Yes, great play. Steffes and Loyola. Sensational stuff.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy.
And after that great play, they go up 12-8 and are in great position for their third. Mac and Hobb along with Craig Hummer courtside. And when you make plays like Steffes and Loyola just did, you deserve to win games and championships.
No doubt about that. The athleticism on that side of the court was unbelievable. Two great digs. The ball set on the net from 40 feet off. Tough to beat.
On the good side, 3 away from another title. Louis and Ak gotta grind. Another good up, but some good power there by Ak. I know you like that.
Oh yeah, Ak's coming back. After a great play by them, you gotta come back and shoot at a nice cross court. Louis from the bad side. Actually, the side's not as bad as it used to be. The wind's died down. He can still go for it.
And he will. Primed and ready for a tough jumper. Brian Lewis. Good pass set and just in. And Steffes.
Living on the line.
Ooh.
Living on the line.
On the edge. Crowd exhorting Lewis and Nakatobi on to side out. Louis, power plus with the cannon.
Impacto, man, comes up, great stroke down the line, and roots for his partner to throw up a couple aces. Watch the extension on that, sees the line, buries it.
Into play, Ak could serve.
Get back.
Chance for a dig here, and they get it. Need this point more than any other, and they got it on the touch. There's one. Obviously, they need at least 3 on this side to keep things floating.
The pitter-patter of little feet have started.
12-9, Steffes and Loyola. This is just one stop. 24 cities, 15 states, 7 months. We bring you the Miller Lite AVP Tour.
Ak with no aces this game. No aces yet. See if we can wriggle one up.
Loyola up with Louis challenging. That's a net by Brian as he in his anxiety to get up there, up the ladder on Loyola.
Pull up the net a little bit. That's about as high as you're going to get. Loyola with a great swing, great set. You can't stop that.
12-9. Our final continues here at Clearwater. King of the Beach serving. Short net. Serve Lewis.
See, right now you're up 12-9. The minute 19 to go. Don't miss your serves if you want to milk the clock as much as you can. Exactly.
Exactly, he's right.
Steffes should be telling him that right now.
Screwball that time. Loyola right at the line. Lewis digs it. Ack lost his sunglasses. Does it matter? No, sir. Louis converts, and he gets the crowd saying, yes, sirree.
Impacto. Bringing the ball up.
Ack lost his glasses.
The concentration is enormous. Watch Ack. Ack's got his glasses on his nose. He says, I don't care. I've got the perfect hands of the beach. Put it away, Louis.
This crowd sounded like a Brazilian crowd. Now Jose should be used to that. Louis digging gets a hand on it. God, they were chanting and clapping during the serve. A little shake and bake now for Louis.
Louis spun out a little bit there. If he could have got him in the first gear and taken off, he might have got that ball up.
One more point for them guarantees at least a shot at the good side. It's 12-10.
Time winding down.
Yeah, that's going to be at 1:02 on the Swatch clock, and Kent's been through the war so many times. He knows. He'll know how to milk it.
He's a clutch player. He's been a clutch player ever since he came in the league. And there's a yellow card for delay of game on Louis. A little bit premature, I'd have to say. Go with the flow, JJ.
Delay of game on Brian Lewis. He will set Scott Akatubby. Good dig by Steffes. Loyola, no.
That was right in Steffes' wheelhouse.
Right on his paws, right there.
That has to bring that one up.
Can the miraculous comeback continue? Can Ack and Louis break through on Jose and Kent? They haven't been able to solve them the last 2 weeks. Ack to serve. It's in there! 3 in a row! It's 11-12! Turn up the volume, Clearwater. One ace for Ack.
Akatubby right over the shoulder. Loyola tries to wish it out. It's good. 11-12. Oh, Akatubby.
That was adrenaline plus for Scott Akatubby there.
52 seconds left to play. Loyola back to serve.
Got to win by 2, remember, though.
This is a big rule, the new rule this year.
So they are down to within that 1 point. Ack. Here's a chance for a point for Steffes. Net violation.
Oh,
and Louis was there for the dig, too.
Oh, that's big. That's big, 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 big. Ack made a bad pass to start with. He culminated that with a net. Louis had a good dig. Composure, concentration, focus is ever so important right now.
We got a full timeout, but do not go away. The official ball of the AVP. Ready to crank it up again. Jose. Loyola leading by 2, 43.4 remaining. Got to win by 2. We're going to 15. We will have a side change. Lewis on 2, stuffed right back by Kent Steffes. Slam, dunk, stuff. And we'll take the turn at 14-11. And we're going to quick go back and take a break, but return to Clearwater. Miller Lite AVP Tour. This could be it right here. Leading 14-11, Loyola serving. Louis and Ack need a side out or it's over. And it's out. What a way to end it. What a disappointing way to end it for Louis and Ack. They don't even get a